group synergy, leading profitable innovations. Getting the agreement.
The other important point is, once we empty him of the objections, before we answer, we need to get an agreement from him or attempt to get an agreement from him, telling him, if I solve all these objections, will you do this? Is what we need to ask him very politely. And this would make him look at our solutions seriously and also give him a feeling that we are here to provide solutions to him. Now, the next phase of objection handling is about trying to classify the objections onto the ones we can solve and the ones we cannot solve, and the ones we can solve at a later date. Now, the ones we can solve right now, we need to talk and then give him a solution. The moment we give him a solution, we need to physically strike off that objection that is written in the list. This psychologically makes him feel that the objection is off from his mind. The next point is the objections that we cannot solve. We need to tell him a firm no to such objections. Many a time it happens that we have a fear that if I say no, he may not entertain me further. But that's not so. It is a temporary no that the customer is also trying to put front of us. It's fine if he says we are able to understand the borderline to which we can push the customer. We can understand his boundaries till where he can move to accept or reject our product. So it is important that we learn to say no. Now, learning to say no is actually having the courage to say no. It is not just saying no. We need to have the courage. That means we need to have the backup. In case the customer doesn't agree, how are we going to handle it? And the third point is the solutions which we can't provide immediately. For such solutions, we need to give a calculated time frame that we are going to take from him to answer the objection. Now, the last one, where we take a calculated time, is even more delicate, because when we get back to him, we need to make sure that we get back to him within that time. If we can get back to him within that time, very good. Now, if we are not able to get back to him within that time, what do we do? One of the important points in a commitment on such lines is the customer is not worried about whether your commitment is going to be done by you or no. That is not his interest. His interest is based on your commitment. He is probably committed somebody else. Therefore, if there is a commitment of time, we need to make sure that we give him sufficient time before the deadline when we have to say no to what we have told him that we will be doing. So that is about honoring the commitments based on the objections. So, in short, objection handling is about honoring the objection that the customer says, making a note of the objections, trying to get all objections together, questioning the objections to identify the right need of the objection, and then providing solutions in 3 different phases. 1, a direct solution. 2, taking a time commitment. And 3, telling a polite no to the request of the customer. And if we are able to adhere to this kind of objection handling, this is a very vital part of creating RAM customers.